Wake up!
I came across this weird YouTube channel, Eriktheexplrer. He seems to post normal Minecraft videos at first. I thought, let's give it a try, not knowing what I'm getting myself into this time. Because the seemingly normal Minecraft channel hides a dark secret.
Erik, where are you?
But let's get right into the first video, mining.mp4. It starts with Erik in his house. In the description he wrote that Lily and him is just about to go mining and exploring. The player walks outside and it's day, until we see that Lilycraft312 also joined the game. Erik seems happy about it and walks over. She has a nice little cozy base. And a cat. She gives the cat some food and asks Erik what they should do next. Erik wanted to go mining and Lily seems to like the idea. So they went to a nearby stone cliff and started the mining operation. I know what you're thinking right now, that looks like a normal Minecraft gameplay, what are you talking about? Well, I show you. Because as soon as the screen went black we can see a symbol appearing, but keep that in mind for later. The screen went normal again and we are still in the mines. I sped the rest up so we come to the juicy part. Because Erik turns around to light up the rest behind them, checks out the scenery, and then we can hear something. As soon as he went down, we can start hearing a Morse code. Based on Erik's reaction, I think he's not hearing it in the game. It stopped for a second and then kept going. When we somehow extract the sound and remove the gameplay noises, what was very hard, we get this. Can't you see? It's your fault. Your fault? What is this doing in the video and whose fault are we talking about? But that wasn't it. It becomes clear when we watch the rest. Well, we can tell that Erik is not thinking very positive about himself. In fact, he believes there's some monster inside him. What has it to do with Lily and what is the strange symbol? To find out the truth, we have to look deeper. Watching Beach MP4. It starts with Erik again and a seemingly normal YouTube description. He takes a look at the picture, the lonely man, and walks outside. I can tell he's looking for Lily, but she wasn't at her house. He found her on a beach. It was sunset and he walked over.
I wanted to ask you if you're still mad at me, Erik.
What do you mean? Why mad?
Never mind.
I mean, you can ask me if you want.
I wanted to ask you if you're still mad at me, Erik.
Are you okay? No, I'm not mad anymore. Here, for you. Lily jumped and ignored it and walked away. There's another message in the middle of the video. Something was really off. Do you realize that Lily asks the same question 2 times? And then Lily's just staring at a cliff, but there is nothing. But not only that, at the end we can see the same symbol again. So I went for a Google search, and what I found was terrifying. The symbol is referred to the labyrinth of Knossos. The labyrinth was a complex architectural puzzle of corridors and shadows, designed by Daedalus to be an inescapable prison and home of a creature, the Minotaur. But the clip didn't end here, cause Erik takes out a book and writes something in it. Something is wrong with Lily. I don't know what it is, but I will find it out. She seems cold. Erik is now also seeing the weird behavior of Lily and decides to literally stalk her. Yeah, I know. He grabs an invisibility potion and a spyglass. He's also making sure that she's at home before he starts his questionable operation. He's now fully invisible and decided to creep up the hill. I know how this sounds, but this is literally what he's doing. But what exactly is he looking for? I mean, she's just at home. He stalked her for a very long time, until something breaks the silence. Lily turns to Erik and it looks like she's seeing him, followed by the strange noise. It could be some code, but I was not able to decipher this. It stops for a moment before it keeps going. Erik seems to panic and runs away. We can clearly see that he's invisible, so how could Lily see him? He noticed the strange behavior of Lily and starts watching her, but she already knew it. He was invisible, but she still saw him. Also, we saw the strange labyrinth again. At first I was confused, but then I realized he uploaded more videos. The description of this one was a binary code, and it refers to: once I flew through the sky like a bird, free and wild. Now I crawl on the ground like a cockroach, waiting for someone to step on me. But it gets even weirder in Cockroach MP4. This one is very different from the other ones, but if we pay attention to the hand, it looks like Erik, just with more blood on his hands. The sounds are very different from normal Minecraft, and also it looks very creepy. He collects the redstone torch and walks through something that looks like a maze. And if it's the same maze, is the Minotaur also here? Interesting was the structure of the cherry leaves across the maze. They were not everywhere, but in some spots. I'm not quite sure why the XP bar is so high and what the number's referring. But back to the story. The player ends at a crossroads and decided to go right. On the wall we can clearly see the message "Help me." The whole place is so obscure. The lighting and the graphics, it seems like a dream. But it's too early to say anything. He then keeps walking again and finds another room. It looks like the bed from Erik and Lily. Lily's side had the flowers, Erik's was just red. And then this happens. Pay attention to the bed. Suddenly we can see a player laying there. Is this Lily? She had no blocks and couldn't mine any. Strangely, she was gone when he turns around. Is this some sort of bad dream Erik is in? He then finds the end of the labyrinth. But watch for yourself.
Great things have been achieved. Don't look behind you. The monsters are not real. One day you even gave me flowers. Are you still mad at me, Erik? Why are you so blind, Erik? Wake up!
It looks like Erik is in a different dimension now. Or just a nightmare. At least we can see Lily for a moment, before she disappears a second later. I think we saw her a second time at the end of the video. Creepy Lily wants him to wake up somehow. What points on a nightmare? I noticed that the clock stopped at midnight, indicating that something horrible happened at the time. And this comment, "One day you even gave me flowers," keep that in mind. It's gonna be important later. Alone.mp4. It starts with Erik again. She's normal again. I think I was just tired and saw things. Well, I'm not quite sure, Erik. Everything is leading to something horrible. He walks around aimlessly when he received another message from Lily.
I have a surprise for you.
And where?
Meet me at the other side of the bridge.
He answers on me and walks there. We can see they constructed a new bridge. I'm very curious what Lily has for him. And let's be honest, that looks very sweet. Erik approaches Lily and she's waiting for him there.
You can call it our special place now.
But Erik's reply was not what I expected. It is so pink. Oh, Erik, what are you doing, man? Lily thought for a second and replied.
So, you don't like it?
It just ruins the landscape.
I'm so sorry.
Lily was sad now and even feels sorry for him. But Erik is just staring at her and saying nothing to it until she stands up and walks away. But why did he say all the rude things to Lily? The clip ends here, but not without another interference. Until this point I thought Erik is cool, but he seems to be very rude. I mean, even if you don't like it, you could say it differently. And when he saw the opportunity to say something, he just went silent. Remember the flowers? Well, here's Flower MP4. It shows the two players at the beginning of the world. The sound we heard was part of the video. And then Lily joins the game. At the beginning, Erik was so happy about it. They start by normally chopping down trees. Erik then went around the corner and finds two flowers. The same flowers we saw in the maze. The same flowers at Lily's home. I have a surprise for you. He gifted Lily those flowers, and you can see how happy she was about this.
Oh, thanks.
Another cut, another psst. I really don't know what this means. And then this.
You see it, right? Flowers become fire and ash.
And then it cuts to another scene. The exact same place they set their bases. We should build our base here. Lily loved the idea.
It's a beautiful place.
Erik went beside her. The clip ends with another interference, this time telling us to wake up. The description of the next video was just wrong. What the f is this cold? Help, quickly, die, should, without suffering, stay calm, always be avoided. I thought this is the code at first, but then I realized something. His Morse code has no spaces. This way you miss reading a big part of the text. The true meaning is, when the hunter kills his prey, he does it quickly, ideally without suffering, but that can always be avoided. Watching Prey MP4. We are again in the nightmare dimension. This time the maze is overgrown with the cherry leaves. Erik punches his way through. The XP bar is also different this time. If we put it in numbers, we get the word cage, then another glitch, and we can see Lily and Erik. They were happy together and Erik was planting some allium. Maybe that refers to Flower MP4. They also seem to ignore him completely.
What have you done, Erik? Can't you see? We were perfect.
Erik is seemingly scared about the message, but he has no choice besides going deeper in the maze. Around the corner we see another glitch, this time leading to the maze bedroom we saw earlier.
I've trusted you, Erik. What hurt the most is you denying it. So wake up.
Again he turns around, but they are gone. The room we saw earlier with the help me message is now different too.
Eating with you I felt the brightest. You hated it when I was happy, right?
They didn't attack him, they just stare at him. This is where we can hear a breathing noise.
The Minotaur is near. Can you feel his breath? Wake up! Wake up!
Thankfully there was a door at the end. It was a wooden structure connected through chains, reaching endless in the sky. Also a creepy Lily can follow him through the door, but still she's just waiting there for him. With no other way around, he keeps exploring. As he continues through the hallway, we can see the cherry leaves slowly dying, and a window with a burning tree outside. I think we see the same burning tree out of Cockroach MP4. Her breathing sounds not normal. And also, what happened to Lily? We can see that Lily really trusted Erik and that something bad happened. But what has Erik done to her? 2 videos left watching Crushed MP4. She is gone. I couldn't find her. It's time to search. The player begins with his searching, starting with Lily's house. He went inside and she was obviously not there. Her bedroom. I think Erik regrets what he has done to Lily or said to her. It looks the same. I mean, of course, not much time has passed since then. But obviously he's not giving her the time she needs. He looks around but couldn't find anything that helps him until he looked in her items chest, because this chest contains a lodestone compass. A clue? But what is this doing there? It's almost like Lily wants him to go there. But Erik is not questioning that. He just goes there. It was not even far away from there. I think he just walked 1 minute. But when it's just 1 minute away, why the compass? Again, it seems like Lily wants Erik to go there. But for what reason? Finally he arrives there. And we can see our favorite flowers again. This has clearly something to do with Lily. Luckily for him there was some water around, so he could go down easily. The only problem is the thing was really big. How could Lily build this on her own? And also we see the cherry leaves again. There was also a broken house. It looks very old, but Erik finds a ladder going down somewhere. Down there was another hole, leading to another house. This one was not broken. Is this Lily's hideout? But what is the point of hiding this? What is that doing here? Guys, I'm scared. Well, you should be, because this is the end of Crushed MP4. It ends with another interference. We are now watching the last video of Erik, and also the most scary one. Erik is now in the same maze we saw earlier. But this time it's the real Erik, not a dream. The real Erik was staring at the burning tree for a moment, and then keeps going. I noticed it's exactly the same place we saw earlier. Thankfully, creepy Lily was not at the same place anymore. Lily, are you here? Besides all the weird signs we will see, there's Lily. She saw him and runs away. This is what Lily has built, but the heart is half black. What does she mean with destroyed? I mean, he didn't like it, but he didn't destroy it either. The labyrinth now is completely overgrown and also burning. But then the fire stops. He was trying to stop Lily but wasn't fast enough. Because when he turns around, she was gone. Lily wants him to forgive himself and to jump down. Again, the signs are indicating that Erik has forgotten something. But there's Lily again. We are again in the bedroom, but there's some red liquid leaking out. And then a date, the 13th November, a Monday, midnight. Lily is trying to lead him somewhere. Oh Erik, what have you done? The maze was terrifying and yet beautiful. Do you notice how all the flowers are now dead bushes? He then finds Lily. But what is she doing there, sleeping? I mean, we saw her earlier and all the signs, they were not good. Erik just ignores that. Oh my god. Lily, are you okay? Like he's delusional or something. I will find a way out. Erik is lighting up the place for her and gives her something to eat. He is so caring compared to the other clips we saw. He makes sure Lily is okay and continues. There was another message, meet me at our special place. But who placed this? Lily was sleeping. Erik didn't thought much of it and went there. But to his surprise, no one was there. He decided to sit down and write another entry. I found her, but she seems sleeping. I need to find a way out first. He looked around when he noticed something. A pink texture that shouldn't be there. He stands up and inspects it more closely. It is a door, but it doesn't lead him out of the maze. No, it just goes deeper.
Erik, where are you?
This is when we start hearing Lily. Erik hears it and stops for a moment. He definitely heard that. The heart is now completely black. And also the door is gone. But this time he had a pickaxe, but there was just nothing behind the maze.
Where are you?
He went deeper and it looks similar to the first maze. Or is it just the same one? Erik then comes to the bedroom, but there's no bedroom anymore. No, there's a grave. So Lily is dead? The date, the timing, the grave. I think Lily's dead for sure. But we saw her in the clips. To understand, we have to keep watching. Lily is still shouting for Erik. He comes to an end and there's another door, leading him even deeper in the labyrinth. Again, Lily wants us to wake up. But this time Erik enters another variation of the maze. The flowers are intact now, but the cherry blossoms are gone. You can believe me when I say he wanders around for a really long time there. But still, at some point it comes to an end. It was a long hallway, and someone was standing there. Creepy Lily? Besides the burning tree we saw multiple times from now on. Oh my god, Lily, are you okay?
Your heart beats regularly, but stable. Every detail of your system is monitored. You could not continue with this guilt, right?
The game starts glitching.
The moment I jumped into the void, I was scared too, but you need to wake up.
But I can't leave you
I will
here.
hold your hand. Can't you see? This is not real. It was the 13th of September, don't you remember? I hated you, but I can let go now. You should
You are
too.
wrong. I will respawn and everything will be over.
Not everything, just you.
But Erik had no choice. He looked into the endless void and thought for a moment.
How did you find me when I was alone? It doesn't matter. See you on the other side.
This conversation leads to more questions than answers, to be honest. Could Erik be in a hospital? Maybe he's in a coma. I noticed that Lily was talking about a September, but the grave was dated on November, and her sign again on September. Just a mistake? Well, no. We will break it down at the end, because in the description of this video was another code. This one leads to a mega file. It was called Lily MP4. This time we see the perspective of Lily. She was collecting some flowers, maybe for her build, but Erik was already waiting there for her. Sorry, but this is disgusting.
What are you doing?
Sometimes I want you to be gone. I'm fully convinced that Erik is a psychopath. No sane person would act like this. Lily drops the fresh collected flowers and walks away. In anger, she starts burning down the bridge. She let us know how much she hated him. and then even starts burning down her own house. I feel very sorry for Lily. She went up and takes something out of her chests. I haven't noticed it at first, but the real progress bar did. Because when we spell out the numbers, we got me. Shout out to him, he really helped me figuring out this stuff. But back to the video. After done with her house, she decided to burn down the tree too. The same burning tree we saw earlier. She leaves her pickaxe behind her. It's funny, because it's the same pickaxe Erik has found in her chest earlier. With the last durability, she burns down Erik's house too. Then she steals the ender pearl and watch for yourself what happens now.
Not everything will be over, just me.
Erik, I have a surprise for you. Meet me on the other side of the bridge. You can call it our special place now. Erik, are you there?
Lily MP4 ends here in a very tragic way. When this is what he has done to Lily, how could we see her all the time? That leads us to the analysis. Even if the story is pretty clear, I think it's open for interpretation. This is just my idea on what I think what happened here exactly. You can have another theory and I would love to hear it in the comments, but let's get into this. Now that we know that Lily was dead all the time, it leaves a bitter taste. Again, when Lily wasn't real, what have we seen in the clips? We can see in the beginning that Lily just disappears one second to another. But not only that, she just looks at the same place she just jumped, indicating that she already know what happened. Also, besides having a free hand, she could not pick up the diamonds. But there's another thing I didn't told you. The labyrinth of Gnosis stands also for another thing. It symbolizes the complex, often chaotic and non-linear journey of life and human psyche. It acts like a metaphor for searching for self-realization or facing internal shadows like the Minotaur and navigating life's challenges. So Lily is the Minotaur? Also the fact that she saw him even if he was invisible. Obviously the first binary code we saw was Lily's perspective. It was her perspective on how she felt with him, with Erik. I think he dreamed about the labyrinth. It was the same labyrinth he get turned into later. Because creepy Lily, the metaphor for the Minotaur, was also the normal Lily all the time. She tried to make him remember what he had done, but he couldn't. We also saw why Lily was so sad. Erik really was a monster. But not only that, he burns this place later. Maybe a metaphor for her love that she just destroyed. In Prey we can see this, she really trusted him, but he abused it. He couldn't even handle it when she was happy. I think the cherry blossoms are also a metaphor for something. I've discovered that the cherry blossoms, called sakura, hold a very specific meaning, especially in Japanese culture. They represent tradition and beauty. They symbolize the idea that life and beauty only flourish for a fleeting moment, much like the blossoms themselves. Maybe a metaphor for her love that just went away. In the labyrinth we can also see another type of leaves, dead leaves. They are mostly presented there where Erik was, like his bedroom or the side of the bench. And also the burning tree. Especially in dreams it symbolizes intense emotions, significant life changes or spiritual transformation, representing both destruction and renewal. Or it's just a burning tree that Lily set on fire. Besides finding her finally in Trap MP4, he just seems so chilled about that. The fact that she's just laying there and he's worrying about the way out is crazy. I mean, it's obviously made for him, but he completely ignores it. Maybe he couldn't live with this guilt and decided to bury the memory so deep that even he couldn't remember it anymore. And the thing with the graves? It could be just a mistake, but I have another theory. Looking closer, we can see that Lily is always talking about the September. It's only the grave that's speaking about the November. It indicates that even his memories about it might be wrong. Lily's also trying to wake him up all the time. Also the messages with the heartbeat and that Lily's trying to wake up Erik all the time and just seeing the stuff in his dreams. Or maybe he did something even worse, because Lily wrote, "You could not live with this guilt, right?" It makes me believe that the grave was for him. Maybe he did something very horrible 1 month later and ended up in a coma instead. And this is why he had this experience. Now it also makes sense why the time is shifting all the time. But again, you could have another theory and I would love to hear it. At this point, I'm done. There's not much to say about it besides, rest in peace, Lily.